Hey, what's up guys? I'm here transplanting some peppers. So it's like July, and I had some extra pepper seedlings that I had started on my deck, or my balcony basically, and I didn't have anywhere really to put them, so I didn't plant them for a long time. And here it is July, and I decided to plant them, which is kind of late, so we'll see what we get. But reason why is I have all this broccoli right here that went to seed, and I pulled a bunch of it out. This whole little section, if you look at my garden tour videos, was all broccoli. So I just, you know what, I said, heck with it. I pulled most of it out. I'm gonna leave some and see if I can't save it, but it basically went to seed, so it's not really any good. But here I'm planting these peppers, and I'm planting them quite tight together, as you can see, compared to the other peppers where I just did you know, one every 6 inches or 8 inches or so. On this section, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to do every 6 inches or so in the middle, really 4 inches. And then on the sides, I'm going to do 2 other rows also. So I've done this with onions before, it works good. I'm going to try it out with the peppers and see what happens. And this is once again just about maximizing my space. You know what I mean? I want as many crops as I can get per square foot within reason. So I'm going to go ahead and finish transplanting these. I just want to show you all the broccoli I cut down here. So here's the broccoli I pulled out. I just pulled it right out by the roots, shook the dirt off, and tossed it over here. You can see these roots are pretty thick. You know, it was growing well. It just went right to seed. And I mean, I have to have 2 hands to snap that. But it all went to seed. So I threw it onto my compost pile. And the worms will take care of that. So let me jump back over. I'll show you how to transplant the pepper seedlings real quick. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm gonna dig a hole. I just have it, that's where I want to put it. So I'm gonna dig a hole right there with my little trowel. Let me switch hands here. And it's okay if you dig it a little too deep, that's fine. Alright, so we got the hole dug. Now, usually I do this with 2 hands, and what I'll do is I'll put one hand on the top like this, flip it over, and I'll squeeze the bottom and push it with the other hand. But looks like I just got it there with one hand. But yeah, you just squeeze and kind of push the bottom till the cup comes off. Alright, so those are rooted alright. It's not rooted super great or anything, but it's rooted pretty good. See, most of the roots are up near the top, which is good. I didn't water these super heavy, but I've kept them watered, so the roots aren't looking for water too much. It's not bad, not root bound by any means. And I mean, you don't want it to go too far past this before you transplant it. So we're gonna go ahead and stick that right in the hole there. And then I'm gonna take this dirt, just come in around that until it's nice and covered. You want the top covered, that way, you know, you don't have any roots exposed on the top or anything. And then the last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna push that down. And once again, I want the top nice and covered. That way, when I also go to water it, the water doesn't wash this dirt right away. And that's why I'm pressing it down too, to also get a good contact with the roots to the soil underneath and make sure that the soil's not just gonna wash away. So that's pretty much it. There's a lot of other stuff you can do as well when you transplant. Like I could top this pepper plant right now, but just pinch the top off right there. That'd be the time to do it when you transplant them. Normally though, you're not doing this in July, so I'm not gonna top any of these. You'd do it much earlier. You can also put some amendments, dry amendments right in the hole before you transplant, some lime, stuff like that. That really helps boost the plant quite a lot. But anyways, just a little quick video on that for you guys. We'll check in with these in a week or so, or 2 weeks, and see what happens, see how many of them make it. And they're not in bad shape, but there's a few that are in rougher shape. Like that one over there is beat up a little. And this actually is gonna, might as well just pick that leaf right off. So we'll get those started and we'll see in about a week how they do. I'm also gonna do some squash. I believe with squash, or maybe even cucumber. I think it's squash and zucchini. I'm gonna do some of those as well. Same scenario, just late stuff. I'm gonna put them in where the bok choy went to seed. So if you check out the garden tour video, you'll see where those are going. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by, and as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.